Okay, right here I'm gonna do chapter 12, and as I show the movie, I'm gonna go along and talk to you as, let you know the key points. You know what I'm saying? All right, here I go.
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Okay, right there it says a woman is cloud with the sun, and the moon is under her feet. It clothed with the sun and the moon is under her feet. Clothed with the sun means she bringing light to the world. The moon is under her feet. That means she's stepping on the darkness. And she got a crown on her head of 12 stars. That represents the 12 stars of the Israelis.
And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads, and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
And that's talking about like the birth of Jesus. When Jesus was born, the kings were trying to get him, you know what I'm saying? Because they thought he was going to come and take over their kingdom. And that's sort of like what it's saying right there.
And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God, unto his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days.
And right here, as they talking about the woman, they really talking about sort of like the religion, the prophet of when Jesus came. You know what I'm saying? That was sort of like saying in that form right there.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Well, right there is self-explanatory. Y'all know when Satan got cast out of heaven, talking about the devil when they fought up in heaven. Okay, move on.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven,
Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because no one with him but a short time.
And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
And that's sort of like the time when Jesus, when Jesus came and after he died, you know what I'm saying, they want to get rid of that about Jesus, you know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of people believing Jesus was the Messiah. And a lot of them died just to prove that Jesus was the Messiah. But they could not get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's sort of like what it's saying right there. You know.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with a remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Jesus Christ.
And right there, when it said the dragon was mad at the woman and went out to get the rest of her descendant. In other words, people in the world today, the dragon is trying to attack us all the time. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make us fall weak in the shortness of God. And that's all it's really saying right there.